JT as a teammate, he was probably one of the worst ones, especially on the court. He couldn't pass, he couldn't shoot, he couldn't play D, he couldn't do nothing right. He was useless. Nah, I'm just playing. He's probably the definition of a great teammate. On the court, he's a super versatile player. He's 1 through 4. He's energetic. He's a vocal leader. Pretty much what you see on stream, that's him. He's gonna bring it. Off the court, he's somebody you want around. He's probably one of the most genuine people I've ever met. If you ever need anything, he got it. He's gonna take care of you. With that being said, good luck, JT. Draft JT.
Just kind of want to come on here and just kind of talk about JT as a teammate and as a person. JT is one of those guys that kind of looks out for everybody. When I first moved in, into the apartment, it was in the off season. I've never left Texas before, and he was the guy that kind of showed me, where to go in DC, the spots, the food spots, the grocery stores. Kind of was just always there for me if I needed it. And as a teammate, man, he had good communication always. His energy was always there. Even if he wasn't playing well, he always seemed to hype everybody up, and it never really fazed him. And kind of now looking at where he's at, like the position he's playing, like he's always been a good defender, but now he's actually embraced a role that's all about defense. So I'm excited to see, if he does get drafted, I'm excited to see where he goes, and I'm just kind of happy to see his transition and to see his growth as a player throughout these years.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Reese the God. Just want to come talk to y'all a little bit about my guy, Demon JT. Great player on the court, even better person off the court. One of the best teammates I've played alongside playing 2K. He's just a guy that's just going to bring the most energy to the team. Just a guy that's going to try to get the best out of you. Is always going to try to compete with you and try to push you to be the best you can be. I learned a lot from him playing 2K, being his teammate on and off the court. We built a bond that I can call him my brother for life.
Hey everyone, Pat Crossan here with Wizard Sister Gaming. I just want to say a few words about a former player of mine here at Wizard Sister Gaming. You may know him as Demon JT. I know him as Jonathan Fields. JT is a highly passionate individual. You know what you're going to get from him every game. He's going to be locked in. He's going to be ready to play, and he's going to come with that kind of attitude that you want in a player. And he always wants to win. He is kind of an old head in the community like myself, where he's been playing a lot of these big games before the 2K League was even announced, which is pretty unique. He's been around the community for a long time, played this game for a long time. He's also, when he came here at WizDG, he took a lot of the younger players that we had under his wing and kind of mentored them and showed them the ropes of how to be professional on and off the court. So, what you're getting with JT is a passionate individual who's always going to bring his best and is going to be able to mentor some of the younger players on the team, and he's going to take this as professional as possible because, he's been through it before. So if there are any questions about JT, I'd be happy to answer. Please shoot me a message and I'll, give my thoughts.
What's going on here? It's the boy Ramo. I just want to talk about my brother Demon JT and what he would bring to your team if drafted. First things first, the first thing I'll say stand out, he's just an extremely genuine person, somebody you can talk with on and off the game and just chill with, just a normal human being. One thing I would say stands out more than anything is his leadership. His leadership is unmatched. You would look at Season 3 with us, you would think, I was just running the team myself, one of the main leaders, but no, JT helped me tremendously just on and off the game. Whenever I couldn't get something through to the guys, he'll bring him in and, be that second voice or even the main voice at times and just, rally the troops together. And just, that's a vital piece to a team's success when you got something like that on your team, And, we're back on the stage this year, Anybody that watched JT and knew about JT knows when it comes to that stage, his energy is unmatched. As you guys can probably see, you probably haven't seen him play in a while and probably seen him play in Vegas. You can hear him literally from the other side of the room or stage, wherever you're at. And, something like that is big because, some of these players that are coming in right now haven't played on the stage yet. You know what I'm saying? You have someone like JT who's a vet, play on the stage and, has experience like that. And he's going to get your guys riled up while also getting the other team, shooken up.
So JT as a person, as a player, is a very dedicated person. he always makes sure that he puts 110% to whatever he's passionate about. It doesn't matter if it's wrong or right. He always puts 100% behind it, which is a good trait to have in a player for sure. It definitely is difficult at times, but that's what anyone that you run into, you're gonna have some difficult times with that person. But being able to learn and grow from those things is what separates JT from a lot of people, which is why we really liked him here in Detroit.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Back at you with another video. I'm here today to really speak to y'all about why I'm slept on, but the pros and cons about JT. Because, everybody always will tell you what's so good about this player on and off the court. But you got to be honest with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. Everybody has flaws. Everybody has pros. Everybody has cons. So you just watch great players and coaches speak about my game, speak about me on and off the court. Mostly positive things, but I'm here to tell you the negative along with the positive, because the negative is what got me to where I am today. You have to learn how to fall, learn why you fall, better yourself, and move on and get better. And that's something I'm going to talk about today. Season 2, I can openly say I battled seasonal depression. Like everything going on. Lost my girl, was losing family members, a lot of problems back home. Like, my mind was just not there. It wasn't where I needed it to be to give Dayfri, Reese, Paul B, Pick, and Gilly my full potential. And, 2 of those players I just named have never seen the league since. And they played better than me, and that's not fair. And I take blame for that because I averaged 8 points and 5 assists. I was one of the worst players in the league. It wasn't a bad situation at all. It was a bad season for JT. And, I was blessed to get traded that offseason because I came in the offseason riding the game. But when you look at it, it's like, where was this last season? So I can only say that's bad by me. And, I'll always look at those 5 as brothers. That's what they'll always be to me. So to really, see that happen, it hurt. But I also had to realize, I'm not perfect. I'm human. It's okay to not be okay. And before season 2, I never thought that would be a thing. I always thought that I could get through anything, which I can. But I always thought, I'll never be down and out. I'll never be sad to where it, affects what I do, things of those sorts. But I was in one of the worst spots mentally I could be. And it shook me to my core and affected my team. And for that, I'll always be sorry. And I wish I could, do that again and do it better for him. But I can't. So I got to move on. Season 3, my biggest issue was being JT in an environment that wasn't ready for JT. And I'll explain that. Sometimes I'm too passionate. I'll yell at you, I'll scream at you, only because I expect more from you. I know what you're capable of. If I'm not speaking to you at all, I just gave up on you, which is bad too, because at some point in the season, it was some players I just gave up on. I'm trying to talk to you, I'm trying to help you, not in a way you need, which I didn't know at the time, and you weren't trying to hear it, so I wasn't trying to help you, which is bad. But in a sense, that's the perks of being a leader. For the most part of the season, I was one of the leaders along with Ramo on the Pistons. But it was also, small parts to where I wasn't being JT. I wasn't being vocal. I wasn't being loud. I wasn't helping the team like I'm used to because my teammates told me not to. So since I couldn't be 100 JT, sometimes I got lost and I was 0 JT. I just was loading up, playing the game, talking when I needed to, but not going above and beyond, which is, in my opinion, played a reason to why I didn't get retained. Because I should have been retained on that team, but I can only blame myself because of how I acted at certain moments. For the most part, was I a good teammate and great leader? Of course. But it's the bad moments that I should have never had. So to really speak on, who I am and where I fall at, that's big on me, because season 1, I feel like I was just fine. I was a great teammate. I was a team player. I felt like our team was best with Shump on the shot creating slasher, and we made the playoffs. It was the only year in the league I've made the playoffs. So I was a team player, good teammate. Season 1, I was sound, But as my years got on, season 2 was my worst. Season 3 was probably my best year in the league. It was just my least successful as a team. And then season 4, I missed out. And I missed out because I'm just a 50-50 call. I'm a dude that hasn't always put himself in the best position to make it. It took me a long time to let go of guard, too long. And that's another reason. Everybody has been saying, JT play lock, JT play power forward. You have defense, bro. Go play a defensive-minded position. But I always told him, nah, man, shut up, bro. I want to play guard, bro. I still have it, which I still think at times I did. But it doesn't matter what you think of yourself when everybody else thinks something different. If no other team wants to truly take a chance in what you do where you're at, then it's like no point. So it hit a point for me to where I'm just like, get over it. Let go of guard. It's okay. It's okay to go do something different and just hoop and just be JT. And that's what I am in this newfound part of playing power forward. That's what it really comes down to for me as a player, because it took me a while to understand that I can still be JT off of something else that's not guard. And that was one of my narratives. Oh, JT's toxic. Oh, JT's not on point guard. He doesn't know how to just be the same old JT. But everybody can't handle full JT. But that's the perks of being a leader. You have to learn how to talk to everybody, how to get the best out of everybody. And I did that. I've done that. I understand that. I can't yell at everybody. I can't soft talk everybody. Some players need to be yelled at. Some players need to be not coddled or soft talk, but just spoken to normally. Because we all don't work the same. We're all built different. We're all wired different, So it's just like the whole point of this, I learned from all my faults. And why I feel like I deserve to be back in the league for season 5 is back on stage. I'm not a dude you want to see across from you on stage. I'm the perfect teammate because I'm not letting you yell at none of my teammates. But I'm going to definitely yell at all of yours. Back on stage, my energy, even in Vegas, if you were in the room, you heard me. I don't care if you were across on the stage. It was players on the stage, and I was never even on the stage. You heard me on the stage, and I was off of it because I found my new passion. I'm at a new position where I just want to learn. I just want to get better, and I just want to win. I don't care about stats. I don't care about individual accolades. I just want to make the league again, change a culture for the better, and win. Nothing else. Nothing else. Just win. So the veteran leadership, the positive mentality, the energy, just JT, new reform JT, off guard JT. Don't want to play guard at all JT. Just want to play a front court position. So I feel like I deserve, not even I deserve, none of us deserve anything. I feel like if I get that shot, I'll show why I think I should be back in the league. I'll show why when it comes down to it, I'm still one of the best in the game. I'm just at a new position. I had to move on. It's plenty of players who used to play point guard that changed positions and moved on. It took me the longest, which is my fault. But now I'm off of it, and I'm ready to kill. I'm ready to destroy. I'm ready to make the league again and do my thing and really hoop and be competitive and just be a great teammate on and off the court. Learn from all my lessons. I learn from all my mistakes, but I also know what I do right. So combining what I do right with my mistakes and learning from them and fixing them and becoming a better person and a better player on and off the court is exactly why I feel like I would be great to be in this league. I don't think it's 52 players better than me, and I don't think it's 14, 15, 16, however many power forwards that there is that are better than me. So at the end of the day, I thank y'all for listening to me. I know I was talking a lot, but I just had to break down the goods and pros and cons about JT and why I think I should be back in the league. Thank y'all.